Before proceeding any further, this was meant to be made that day or the following day after Christmas. However, Windows was being rather troublesome for me to deal with once I installed all the hardware I got. Errors have occurred when the experience, such as calling the wrong names, example saying hot glue instead of super glue, tons of stuttering like you might hear in this introduction, bunch of jump cuts, and others. This will be alleviated by applying timestamps and titling each segment, as well as small tidbits of information that will be displayed with a freeze frame. I'm planning on getting this out on New Year's Eve along with some Elgato testing footage. Yes, small spoilers for next year and one of the items I got. Should I finish early anyway, of course. And I believe that'll be all. Hope you enjoyed this video, and here's to a better year. Well, look what we have here. All this good stuff from my parents and everyone else that's been involved in this holiday. Of course, the main boys are over here with the GTX 1050 Ti, 32 gigabytes of RAM, all of this storage over here, the Elgato, so I can go ahead and record stuff on those two over there. And of course the adapter for the other hard drives, so I don't have to throw them away or whatever. An Xbox 360 controller, which yes, that is indeed a 360, don't worry. And these little back covers, because one of them, especially this one right here, has a crappy cover that I need the hot glue to work. Super glue, and tinfoil to be specific, because once I got the controller along with that Xbox 360 for my birthday, the back cover does not hold in batteries well at all and barely connects to the controller, which would lead to constant power outs inside of it. So I had to keep on putting tinfoil and then use super glue, not hot glue, to keep the battery cover from breaking apart on itself. And I must say, hey, that's pretty good. Well, hello everybody. It's SwitchyBox here. And today I'm gonna go ahead and have pretty much like an upload after what, like about a good 2 months? Yeah. Pretty much I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade my computer. And not these two though, they can go somewhere else. Now, pretty much what I'm going to do is essentially stick all of this that I've obtained into this lovely HP Pavilion. And once everything is done, I'm also going to reinstall Windows because, oh my god, like the amount of crashes and like weird random hiccups when I try to put the thing to sleep, it's just not fun at all. So we're going to go ahead and begin here. Take this adapter off the top and pull this out. Now, I would need to go ahead and disconnect the other hard drive I have in here, which actually came from that little Dell over there from my auntie who used to live here a long time ago. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You get the right bit. Get back on there. Thank you. Connectors off. There we go. Need to be careful with this because it might just fall right off. So there we go. It's really loose now. Hard drive has now been taken out. A 500 gigabyte Samsung drive from, of course, that Dell over there, in which I've used it for just extra storage and like backup files. And now, pretty much, I need to go ahead and take this entire bracket off with these 2 screws and essentially pull the whole drive bay out and flip it open. You're gonna want to make sure that you have all of these screws kept in a safe case. Kept in a safe place, of course. Second screw. And of course, for this for the DVD drive down here, it's best to take the front bracket off so it doesn't collide with anything inside. There we go. So pull that out. Pull this whole thing open. Oh wait, one more thing. These 2 down here, they also hold on to the drive bay. And now we can go ahead and take it out. There we go. And now you have essentially everything inside. Okay, so I went ahead and taken out the secondary drive, which is the 1 terabyte Seagate. Darn you. Stay open. And now I get to replace it with an even better one, a 2 terabyte Barracuda, along with a Samsung 860 EVO and a 970 EVO Plus. We're gonna start off with the EVO Plus first. I've taken the 970 EVO out of its packaging, and it is absolutely beautiful. I went ahead and grabbed the 570 gigabyte version, as this will essentially be used for the boot drive for Windows, as well as the other programs I will be using. The 860 EVO will be used for video files and such, so I can go from one medium to another without much of an issue. Now, I don't know if it came with a screw. Did it? I believe it has not come with a screw, so I would probably need to find a tiny one to fit in there. Inside here, in that little back part back there, that is where the M.2 lies. And this is a B key, M.2. So, it'll be able to fit in that slot. Now, considering my situation, I can't really reach in there and control the camera at the same time, without like obscuring my view with this like fat meaty hand in the way. So, I'll return to you once it's inside and I go ahead and retrieve the screw for it. Alright, so the 970 EVO is in there, and while we're also here, we can go ahead and put in the 32 gigabytes of RAM that I've acquired for it. What was that? Yeah, it's probably none. Anyway, for these and the board itself, it actually just manages 32 gigabytes of RAM, so it's a good thing I did not go any higher than this. Ain't she a beauty? And these two down here are the 12 gigabytes of RAM I used to have inside. These are Samsung DIMMs, and they're of course DDR4 since my CPU is actually an i7-8700, the highest that the board could go at the time, until the 9th gen occurred. Which I'm not sure if I'll ever actually consider replacing since I'm not too sure, so yeah. Okay, so I just realized I could have took this whole thing off and saved me a whole bunch of trouble. So, that's fun. Okay, so considering that M.2s require really tiny screws, I had none on hand to put it in, so I had to basically steal one from this little Wi-Fi card from this gateway that my grandpa gave me, and it's still pretty much gonna be fine. Just stick it in there. I could just put the cover back on. So finally, we can keep going after what, like a skip of like about 30 minutes. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, we can go ahead and put the new RAM in there. Now, there are little notches in there, so that way you don't end up putting them wrong. And it will go just like this. Get out of the way, you scoundrel. Oh wait, never mind, it is the wrong way. I'm silly. Crap, I can't even see that. Come on. I believe that's on correctly. Can't see it though. Oh, yep. Hold on. Okay, once I click. And shoot. Wait, the notch is in the wrong area. Okay, so I did have it correctly earlier. You don't want to jam these in there, because you could really easily mess up the pins for it, unless you won't have a RAM slot anymore. So make sure they're all the way in, and since these are magic sticks, they're going to be in dual channel. Okay. Come on, buddy. Come on in. Okay, well, the locking spot out of the way. And there we go. That's the RAM and the 970 EVO Plus installed. As you can definitely tell, I am tired. Ooh, ouch. I am really tired trying to put the 970 EVO in because I had to literally steal a screw from a laptop just to get it in there. So, we're going to proceed with the big boy of the room. Scoot you back a little bit and put in the 1050 Ti. It's beautiful. I've honestly never touched a graphics card before. I never have. As for this version, It's the OC edition. And I believe I can go ahead and like actually boost it up and whatnot in gigabytes software for this. Apparently a one-click solution, which I don't really believe all that much since I like to tune my own stuff. Thank you very much. One moment, please. You're gonna have to be in the dark for a second. Here it is. Got some DVI, HDMI, including a display port, which I won't be using since the system actually doesn't even allow that. Not like I really had any monitors to really use it with anyway. And yes, that is a 16x10 old HP monitor. This next to like the new one. Now, I believe for this, I gotta go ahead and unlatch this. And I think you also gotta poke out one of these. You gotta poke out one of them. Mind you, I've never really done this before, so this can only go a few ways. You know, you spine. Yeah. Now to go ahead and get the clips off, as well as remove the clips for each of the ports. And of course, it's actually kind of hard to do this with like one other free hand because I'm carrying you guys around. So, we line it up with the pins. Gotta move this further to the side so I can get more access. You, stay over there. And now, I believe, actually, did I put this in the wrong direction? No, it's okay. Gotta aim this just right for it to fit in. And there we go. It's not the best installation ever, but hey, what can you do? You wiggle around just right so it fits the slot and lock that into place, which does require some screws. This does indeed actually require screws to keep in securely. Thus, I would need to grab probably one of the spare free guys I have on hand to go ahead and screw it in. I'll be back with you on that. Okay, so the graphics card is in. I just put like some random screw I had on hand to fit it in. And now that's done, I can go ahead and put in the 860 EVO and the new Barracuda. One sec. Alright, so these two will be my storage mediums, in which this guy will be for usual storage of like other files that I would need to get access real quickly, and this one will be for basically archival or just stuff I won't really need access to all that much, like movies and such. Now to go ahead and get the Barracuda out of its drive. Oh great, it requires two hands. Darkness for all of you. Yeah, you can see why I skip so much, since it's not fun because you can't really see anything from me. This boy is big. I can feel the heft inside of it compared to the other ones. Now to get this business back together. Oh boy. I'll get back to you on that. It might take me a bit. Alright, we're almost done. And this time, see, I'm like a lot lower to the ground because I am on a chair. Because this stuff is not friendly to backs whatsoever. And yes, I am D wearing a Chopper shirt. Because of course it was his birthday the other day, and of course I'm a big Chopper fan. And now to proceed with everything else, I'm going to go ahead and put the Barracuda drive in first, which would require me to put it in this caddy right here. And I would need to line it up just right for it to fit in. It has to be somewhere in like this upside down position. Sorry for the big old fingers in the way. Which I gotta be careful because if I'm not, this thing could easily just fly right on past the Russian. Is there? Yeah, there's a little barrier right there, so get out of the way. Going to gently put it down there. And then route the cables over to it so I can go ahead and plug it in. These two right here are for the DVD drive. Yeah, I know, DVD in 2020. How lame. How lame is that? What a loser. Ugh. Okay. Alright. So, got these connectors here. I go to both of the hard drives with inside. One goes into this one, and the other will go into the SSD. Now if I can route this out just right, because it is looking incredibly tight looking. It's not even the right one. Get out of you. And come on. It is incredibly hard to put one of these things in. Almost had it. Shoot. Straighten it out. Okay, so it is the right position. This is atrocious. Oh, okay. Okay, well my back hurts from that. Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe it is you. Is it? Oh yeah, it is. I was using the wrong cord for this the whole time. So that's fun. This one easily reaches the side much better. Come on. Please, come on. Okay. One moment, please. You're gonna be in the dark just for a little bit. Alright, we're almost done. Now that the DVD drive and of course the 2 terabyte are finished, now for the SSD, which I have personally never touched these devices before. This and the M.2 because it feels so light, like so absolutely light, that there's like nothing in it, which of course is good because there's no moving parts in it, and that's why it's so fast. And I'm gonna need to go ahead and somehow stick this under here, but there's a problem. The little holes for it don't match up, which is why I got this here, the mounting bracket, which will allow me to have a 3.5 slot like this one and be able to turn it into a 2.5 space for the SSD. So one moment please. It is. Who is the fairest of them all? Got screws and stuff. It is really nice. It's over. Do you know how bad these screws are? Look at this. Just to even get them all in, I had to like do some jankiness junk just to even fit them in. I'll probably rate this like a 2 out of 5 or something. I don't know. This is just horrendous. But now at least I can put everything back together. Should probably put the power in first. So one moment. Come on, do not hold me up any further. Do not. I'm so glad this is all over. It's now. Alright, everything is finally finished. The Samsung's plugged in. The Gigabyte GTX 1050 is in. Don't mind this. The RAM is inside. The hard drive and DVD drive is in. And I am finished for now. This here will help me go ahead and take care of all the other stuff in the other drives. This is my new video editing software I'll be using. And of course, Elgato, so I can finally stream stuff. And I don't know when this video will be coming out. Probably tonight, who knows? Because I still gotta get Windows reinstalled and everything. So, catch you all later.